Principle 26, Wave of Success. Perhaps sometimes you feel inspired and on top of the world, but then the daily grind brings you back down again. How do you hang on to that feeling that life is a song full of happiness, a celebration? First and foremost, you have to remember how that feels. Keep the sparkle of that feeling of celebration alive and cherish it. Notice your life changing for the better. Grasp for any straw of joy. Look for auspicious signs in everything. Never forget, not even for a moment, that you are following a course in transurfing, consciously going after your dreams, and that means shaping your destiny. This alone is enough to give you peace of mind, confidence, and joy, which means that you are being the magical song of happiness in your life. When feeling wonderful becomes a habit, you will find yourself permanently on the crest of a wave of success. Interpretation. Be happy and grateful for everything you have in this moment. This is no empty call to be happy by default. Sometimes when circumstances stack up against you, it is very difficult to be content. But from a purely practical point of view, there is simply no benefit in expressing dissatisfaction. Don't take bad news to heart. If you don't let it into your heart, you'll keep it out of your life. Close the door on bad news and open up to good news. It is really important to take note of the smallest sign of positive change and nurture it carefully. When your relationship with yourself and the world around you is good, a field of harmonious vibration surrounds you, and everything inside it goes well. A positive attitude always leads to creativity and success. Principle 27, Chasing the Reflection. How does a person usually respond when they see something manifesting that they do not want in their life? The everyday mind tries without success to manipulate the reflection in the mirror, when in fact it is the image itself that must be changed. The image represents the focus and quality of our thoughts. Imagine how ridiculous it looks to see a person standing in front of a mirror, trying to catch hold of the reflection so that they can create something from it. You have to tear your eyes away from the mirror and let go of the short-sighted intention to turn the world in the direction you want it to go. Purposefully send your thought forms out into the world and adopt a positive attitude. Everything will turn out just the way you want it to. Interpretation. Make an inventory of your thoughts and eliminate every occurrence of the particle not. Dissatisfaction, reluctance, rejection, disapproval, hatred, lack of belief in your own success, and so on. Take all this rubbish, shove it in a sack, and chuck it on the rubbish heap. Your thoughts should be focused on what you like and what you want. Then only the good stuff will be reflected in the mirror. On the other hand, be prepared for it to take some time before you begin to observe positive changes in your personal world, or for the opposite to happen, with all sorts of unpleasantness creeping in. And what of it? These are all just a temporary inconvenience associated with moving to a new level of relationship with reality. As you know, the mirror works with a delay factor. You have to hold the frame, no matter what. Quietly hold the pause for a bit while nothing is happening. It's just like in the fairy tale when they say, "Don't look back or you'll turn to stone." I don't know what on earth is going on in the mirror, But I know this: the mirror has no choice. Sooner or later, it will have to reflect the image I am creating in my thoughts. As long as I stand my ground and am not tempted to look back, the mirror will create my reality. Everything will be the way I want it to be. Principle 28. Creating an image. In order for a thought form to become rooted in physical reality, it has to be reproduced systematically. You might not have thought that the process could be so mundane. It is just ordinary, routine work. Nothing to do with magic at all. And yet, it really works. Mostly, people just don't have the patience to keep at it. They experience a surge of enthusiasm when they are first lit up with an idea. But as a rule, their excitement quickly fades. For a goal slide to become manifest in physical reality, you have to run it in your thoughts for a fairly long time. There is no such thing as miracles. It comes down to the concrete work involved in shaping reality. Interpretation. As long as the rational mind is not fighting against the dictates of the heart, the unfathomable power of outer intention will emerge and materialize the sector of the variance space that most closely corresponds to your thought form. When the soul and the mind are united, the image takes on sharp contours and manifests instantly. The world literally agrees with your thoughts about it. So why is it that, as a rule, our worst expectations are justified and our hopes and dreams never come true? In life, what mostly happens is that the mind doubts whatever the soul strives towards and refuses to bring it into play. Or it is the other way around. The mind makes a compelling case for its own project, but the heart is indifferent. When unity between heart and mind is lost, the image becomes blurry and appears to split. The heart wants one thing, the mind insists on another. When this happens, they can only fully agree on one thing: resentment and fear. So, what can be done? The matter involved in material realization is inert like resin. A fortress can only be taken by long siege. If you really want to achieve your goal, visualize the slide regularly. Principle 29. World, give yourself to me. When you want something from the world, don't pressure the world to give it to you. What else can the mirror reflect when a capricious child is standing in front of it, jumping up and down, crying, "I want it, give it to me"? Yes, you want it. Yes, you demand it. The mirror reflects fact, nothing more, nothing less. The principle is very simple. If you want the reflection in the world mirror to meet you halfway, you will have to take the first step. Let go of the intention to receive and replace it with the intention to give, and you will receive the very thing you let go of in the first place. Interpretation. Do you want a certain person to acknowledge and respect you? Don't demand it. Show this person respect yourself and make them feel that they are important in your eyes. Do you feel a need of compassion and gratitude? Don't search for it. Take genuine care of someone else and actively help them with their problems. Do you want people to like you? A pair of beautiful eyes won't do it. Show warmth towards someone, and they will automatically perceive you as being lovable. Do you need someone's help and support? Find someone to help. You will become more important, And that person, not wanting to be less important than you, won't want to remain in your debt. Do you want to experience mutual love? Let go of possessiveness and dependent relationships. You will experience mutual love if you are prepared to love without receiving anything in return. This kind of love is extremely rare. No one will be able to resist. In all these situations, you are certain to experience the very thing you let go of. Principle 30. Here, world, have me. As a rule, people tend to be entirely consumed by thoughts of what they want from others, without trying to understand what others want for themselves. By shifting your attention to the desires and motives of others, you easily get what you want for yourself. All you have to do is work out where your partner's internal intention is focused. Whenever you need something from a person, to gain their favor, or encourage them to do something, ask yourself this question. What does this person want? What motivates them, and what are they interested in? Direct your actions towards realizing your partner's intention, and they will willingly reward you with the same. Interpretation. In one way or another, all the problems we face with other people result from conflicting internal intentions. Motivated by their own interests, people are inevitably trying to get something from someone else, while that person is thinking down entirely different lines, focused instead on what's important to them. Use other people's internal intention to achieve your own goals. A person's sense of self-worth lies at the very foundation of their internal intention. Beyond life itself, nothing is more important to a person than his or her own sense of self-worth. Shift your attention from yourself to other people. Stop playing the game of increasing your own worth. Play the game of making other people feel greater self-worth. To attract attention to yourself, it is enough to show interest in others. Don't talk to people about what interests you. Talk to them about themselves and the things that interest them. Your personal strengths and weaknesses are what interests your partner least. What they are most interested in is the feeling of self-worth they experience when they are talking to you. How can you motivate someone to do something? Present the task to them in the light of how it will increase their sense of self-worth, and they will want to be involved.